Hi, I'm Bruce Eckman, founder of EasyNet Tools Incorporated. You know, I must have been born with small business in my blood. I started my first business when I was just 5 years old. Over the years, I've started and worked with over a dozen different companies and worked on the board of directors of several different organizations. For the past 17 years, I've worked with thousands of small and home-based businesses to help them be more successful on the Internet. I've learned a lot from them, and I want to share that knowledge with you. Today's training is titled, Building a Successful Online Business. I'd like to start today's training with a success story. A few years ago, there was a high school girl. She went to her dad and told him that she wanted a car. He thought for a moment and replied, "Get a job." She thought about it for a while, and then she came back to her dad. She said, "Dad, I want to start a business. Will you help me?" So the dad helped his daughter start a home-based business selling horse riding gear online using EasyNet tools. I used to once a week get a report of the top companies on our system. And on that report, I noticed this horse riding gear company rising toward the top of my list. I like to call those companies and find out what they're doing so I can share that information with all of our customers. So I called the dad and he told me their story. He said his daughter's business was doing very well and that she could now buy a car every month if she wanted to. I said, "I hope you're not letting her buy a new car every month." He said, "No, the money's going into savings for college." I called him back a couple of years later to see how they were doing. They were still on the top of my report. He said his daughter was now in college. The dad had quit his job and was now managing their successful business full-time. They had several warehouses, quite a number of employees, and manufacturing overseas. They were doing very well. Now, I don't want you to get the wrong idea. Some people get what I call the money tree mentality. They want to get rich quick. If there's one thing I've learned over the years, that is, success takes a lot of hard work, knowledge, and lots of patience. Now, just why should your business be an online business? The Internet provides us a unique opportunity that has never been available to small and home-based businesses before. It's huge and growing rapidly, giving you access to customers all over the globe. Over 1 billion people use the Internet. And it's interesting to note that Internet users spend twice as much time online as watching television. People spent over $197 billion online in 2011, and rapid growth is expected through 2015. So why is now a good time to start an online business? There are two quotes that I really like and I believe are true. The first is that problems create opportunities. The second quote that I really like is that every black cloud has a silver lining. You know, we've seen stocks fall, we've seen prices rise, we've seen layoffs, and we've seen companies fail. Looking down the road to the future can seem a little bleak. So where's the silver lining in this economy? When this economic crisis started, we noticed something strange. We host several thousand websites for our customers, and we noticed a huge increase in their website traffic and a huge increase in online orders. Over a 25% increase in just 1 year. We thought, is this just happening to us and our customers, or is this happening all over the Internet? We searched the news online and found a story after story just like this one. Online sales are growing everywhere. So why are so many people buying online? I believe there are many reasons. Here are just a few. First, I think that all the rising prices and news have made people want to save money. So what better place to shop around and compare prices than on the Internet? Many stores have reduced their inventories to compensate for lower sales. This generates fast cash for them, but it reduces the selection for the customers, thus pushing them to the Internet where the selection is really growing. And people really like to shop anytime they want. Your online business can be open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Several years ago, there was a huge blizzard in the East. Researchers noticed that during the blizzard, internet use and online shopping skyrocketed. The more we stay home, the more we shop online. So, higher fuel prices translate directly into online sales. I believe that right now the internet is providing a huge opportunity for those who want to roll up their sleeves and go to work. So how can you take advantage of this opportunity? If you already have an online business, make sure that it's working. If you don't have an online business, now is a good time to start one. Now I'd like to introduce you to our Launch to Success online training program. We want to provide you with the training and tools to help you launch your online business to success. We've developed a series of powerful trainings that will provide you with the how-to make your online business a success. Each training is presented with video, audio, and printed information. Other resources and links to online tools are also provided. This is an incredible training course, and it covers a wide range of topics, tips, hints, and down-to-earth information that will provide you with what you need to know to make your business work. Best of all, it's totally free. Be sure to visit LaunchToSuccess.com and see all the resources that we have available. If you haven't done so already, sign up and launch your online business to success. That's launch, the number 2, success.com.